Yeah, so allegedly, right? If you're stupid enough to listen to Sky Sports or Ben Shalom Ben Shalom, the big fight, the undisputed fight of the weekend is Mikaela vs. Natasha Jonas. I mean, come on, man. How can anyone take this serious? How can anyone buy a ticket to this as the main event, right? And there's another female fight. Kerry's Artinsol, I think, is on the undercard. I mean, can you imagine paying to watch this? Boxer, like I said to you, Ben Shalom said, and you can find it on the BBC, we're all about diversity. What we need is more diversity in boxing. And what he means by that is female boxing. Because boxing is like the most diverse sport racially of all times. So basically just talk about women's boxing. Pushing this fraud of two whack women, flailing away at each other. And Katie Taylor's whack as well. She's supposedly the GOAT, or the other GWOAT. What's her name? Clarence Shields getting knocked out and sparring by a guy who weighed 20 pounds less than her. A Latvian guy. I mean, it's pathetic, man. I can't believe people will back this stuff. And I said on Twitter, I've got a Twitter that's based boxing. And I'm like, I can't believe you take these things seriously. And loads of people are like, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm surprised no one said, oh, because they're better than the men most of the time. Just nonsense, man. Mikaela looks like an aging gay rent boy, right? A gay, aging rent boy that's had too much Botox. There's 35, 40, and has had loads of Botox to try and look younger and stay in the game, right? She's horrible looking, and a whack boxer. Then you got Natasha Jonas, and obviously guys like Tony Bellend, who will support anyone, right? It's from Liverpool, right? And he's like, oh, I'm so looking forward to this fight, man. And they've even done a mural in Natasha Jonas, like she's some hero. Women's boxing is so whack. There's only about 1,500 women boxers anyway. But they're so whack. I've said this a million times. They would get ironed out by a 14, 15-year-old male amateur club fighter. And Jonas is what you call a 5-head. What does that mean? Well, it means like 4-head, but with one extra. A 5-head. Or maybe she's a 6-head. She's got this huge light bulb head. And they're pushing this as the main event on Sky Sports. I can't believe, in my opinion, I don't believe that boxing is going to last on Sky Sports with Ben Shalom. Because all they do is produce whack shows full of whack women's boxing. Meanwhile, His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh is bringing the real fights. And the good thing about Saudi Arabian fights is they don't have women's fights, really, on the bills. So, I'm thinking Sky will probably drop boxing at some point, quite soon. They're embarrassing. Hopefully they'll sack everyone who works at Sky. I mean, they sacked Adam Smith, who was the head of boxing. What? They claimed they did. Oh, yeah, he was ill. And then they said he'll be back in the new year in January. Well, hang on, mate. What are you, like, oncologist? Right? Right? You know when he's going to get over the alleged cancer, which is probably a lie anyway. So, and don't get me wrong, like Sky Sports did a bit for boxing, although they took it away from the mainstream. They took all the big fights away from the mainstream, but they used to have those awful leisure centre shows, and they'd push Ricky Hatton WBU fights, and you remember back in the day, they had Ringside, which is a chat program, and they wouldn't talk about any fights that weren't on Sky Sports. Sky is a sickening tool. They were owned by Murdoch. I think they're owned by Comcast now, but it's all the same thing, man. It's all about agenda. And, the fact that on Twitter, right, all we're getting is all these hashtags. Oh, Maya Jonas. Oh, this. Oh, what a great fight. It's not. It's a rubbish fight. It will be rubbish. Right? The quality of the boxing will be rubbish. Yeah, I'll give it to any local club. I pull out a 15-year-old male amateur and he'll bash them up, man. It's pathetic. And as I said, Mikaela looks like an aging rent boy that's done too much Botox and can't leave the past behind, man. And Jonas is a 5 or 6 head, you know. I mean, it's pathetic that we're told, to worship these useless, rubbish athletes, you know. I mean, I'm not saying women shouldn't box. They can, but don't put it on TV when it's so bad. And don't pretend to us, the women are better than the men sometimes. No, they ain't. They're so bad, so whack. I want to see an end to it. Hopefully, boxer, Sky Sports are the worst for them. So hopefully it'll end, man. Hopefully they'll just sack everyone and say, look, it's just not economical. And they'll get rid of all of these bums at Sky Sports. Peace in the Middle East.